How are you?
I'm blessed, man. How you doing?
All right. So, no Rodney McLeod. You haven't played in a secondary in the pros without Rodney McLeod. What's that going to be like? And, you know, do you have to take on more responsibility back there, you think?
Well, being that Rodney is out, he taking a huge loss in the back end. I'm a guy that is a leader, is a captain of this defense, and just brings that positive energy, that positive swagger. All the intangibles that he brings to the game helps us, just run the defense well. Losing him was definitely a big loss, but always the next mentality up around here. I've been that way, since I've been playing football. Injuries gonna happen, and statistically, in the NFL, injuries happen every single week. Guys that are superstars having season-ending injuries like this. These things always happen, and it's always been the next man up. So whether that's whoever it is in the back end, we all are ready. We are brotherhood. We in the city of brotherly love, and that's exactly what it is. It's brotherly love with each and every one of the DBs around here, and we just just trying to put our best foot forward to put the defense in the best position to go out there and win some games and come out on top on the East.
Also, you have yourself, and then you have K'Von now. Does it get confusing at all in the meetings?
It was the first week he was here because a lot of people just kept getting our names mixed up and would say K and then would say Key. A few guys accidentally called me Key already before he even got here, so it's a lot of confusion with the name. So they just started calling me K and just call him Key, but. I guess the longer we're here, probably the more better they get with that. So,
thank you.
Go ahead, Dave, and then John McMullen.
Hey, K'Von. Rodney's kind of considered to be the leader of that secondary. Is there one lesson that you've really taken to heart from him this year?
It's many. Just being attentive of just getting lined up, bringing intensity with my tackling and communicating. Every single game, you seeing him point, communicating, getting people lined up. Those are one of the things he helped me with, knowing what gap the DN got or the linebackers got, and understanding coverages, and he just giving me the knowledge of the game as a safety. Me being in college playing safety for the first time, I've been playing corner and receiver my whole career, and then going into safety my sophomore year in college, where I've made that first transition. Really, I still lack a lot of things in the back end as far as the knowledge of the safety position, and he's done a very good job of explaining what it is to be like a safety in the NFL. And just doing a good job of, helping me with communicating, getting lined up, and just knowing my keys and assignments and alignments and just executing.
John and then EJ.
Hey, K'Von. A lot of coaches say that this late this season there are no more rookies. When you look back at this stage, how much have you progressed? How much more do you understand the defense at this point?
I was thinking about that the other day. I really was just in my room, just thinking about how far I've came, not just in life, but as a player and a development, as a developing player. Still, I'm still a rookie, but it honestly really doesn't feel like it. I feel like I know the defense. I know, the styles of Jim Schwartz and how he wants to call the game, and I know my teammates more. I know my teammates better. I know, just certain things that I need to see. I'm starting to see it well. When I first got here, it was a lot of confusion of, what to see, what to expect, what to just look for as far as just being an NFL safety. I didn't know, if I was going to be high, low, in the box, covering in the slot, whatever the case may be. I never really took that in consideration of how I would be fit in this system. And, being that, it's week whatever, just knowing that, with Arizona coming up and knowing it's crazy how much knowledge I've gained over the past few weeks from week one. My notes are becoming more and more detailed. My communication is becoming more and more precise, and everything is just starting to slow down and is becoming easier. As a player, I don't feel like a rookie out there. I feel like I can get lined up and execute, and that's what we want to do as an entire defense, and that's what I'm here to do for sure.
EJ and Rob Motti.
Hey, K'Von, you and Michael Jaquette came in together. I'm wondering what your relationship is like, and how much has he improved this year?
That's crazy that you said him because he's definitely one of the guys I'm definitely closest to. We hang out, as much as we can due to COVID and make sure we stand on COVID protocols. But Mike is my guy for sure. He's developed and an amazing player as well. Seeing his role increase and just seeing, how he just became better with his technique, with his eyes, with his footwork. Just the little things that you could just see between me and him as far as our development. We're both, still developing, but we came a long way from week one to this week. So Mike is my guy for sure. He'll tell you the same thing. So, yeah.
All right, we have time for one more, so we'll end it here with Rob.
Hey, K'Von, being a rookie requires a lot of patience. You got to wait for your opportunity. What has allowed you to maintain throughout this process this year a positive outlook and get you in a position where now you're going to be out there a whole lot more?
Going through life, you know that you're going to go through some trials and tribulations, and you got to be patient in the process because success doesn't happen overnight. I put years and years of effort. I put years and years of hard work and my time investing into this game. And when you do that, you reap the benefits of it. My God-given athletic ability, I am blessed with that, but my hard work is what got me to this point for sure, and making the most of every opportunity I got. And I've always had to learn how to be patient, and that's one of the things that helped me as a rookie, just trying to be patient and knowing that my time is gonna come. And being with Rodney out and a lot of situations going on, I'm gonna have to step up and I'm gonna have to develop and I have to grow up and I'm gonna have to go out there and execute. Wherever they have me, wherever the game plan is, I'm just gonna go out there and do the best I can, whether I play one snap with or without Rod or every single snap on the defense. I'm just going to go out there and do my part as a rookie for sure.
TJ, big challenge this week. Kyler Murray, pretty fast. What do you have to do to contain a guy who can both run like he does and also throw the ball on the run like he does?
Yeah. As you guys see it as well, a lot of explosive plays coming from that offense, and he's obviously giving people problems all year. So, and as cliche as it sounds, it's really just going to take all 11 guys doing their job as best as they can, and it's not going to be one guy. It's going to stop him. It's going to be a whole team defense. So it's going to take people getting off blocks and guys staying in coverage and the whole unit to keep that guy contained. So definitely a good challenge, but I know we've been working on it all week, and we're excited for it.
With you back and Rodney gone, who's the main communicator back there in the back end right now?
Yeah, I think Mills has done a great job this week of, just using his voice more in terms of what he's seeing and how he sees things playing out, and especially relaying that information to us up front. So I think right now Mills has just done a good job of trying to keep everyone on the same page in the back end.
Go ahead, John.
Hey, TJ. First of all, how are you feeling? And then secondly, you guys have faced a lot of dual threat quarterbacks, starting with Lamar, I guess, being number one. But what makes Kyler a little bit different? He is sort of shorter. Does that make it difficult to sort of locate him through the trash? Sometimes they say that about running backs.
Yeah, I've been feeling great all week. It was one of those things where it was up in the air last week, and it's probably just best to give it some more time off and come back, 100% healthy. So I feel great. But yeah, like you said, we've seen a lot of dual threat guys, but I think in terms of Kyler, I think he's just a guy who very quick. I think he's more quick than what people think in terms of making guys miss. And you see it all over the film. So that, and then his escapability in the pocket is very impressive as well. So it's hard to say without getting too much into the scheme and stuff like that. But it's just going to take everybody to be on their best to try to slow him down.
All right, we'll go to Dave Zangaro next.
Hey, TJ. With Rodney out, it seems like K'Von Wallace is probably going to see an expanded role. What have you seen from him in the limited time he's played so far?
Yeah, I think a guy like K'Von, he comes to work every day. He wants to get better. He wants to take in as much information as he can. You see him on the sideline, even when he's not, and he's taking mental reps of what's going on. He's been a guy this year who's done really well on special teams, made some big plays for us already. So I think just him kind of growing in that role is really going to help him when he gets out in the field on Sunday on defense and just let him be comfortable. He's a good football player. So as long as he just goes out there, does his job, doesn't try to do too much, he'll be fine. So I think we're all excited, to see him let it loose.
I'm on the under pressure here with the first question. How you doing, Alex?
Good. How are you?
All right. Feel like Calgary to you here this week?
Yeah, the way this is perfect weather. I kind of wish we were practicing outside. Everyone else is happy we're inside. I wish we were outside.
I wanted to ask you though about Kyler Murray and about what you're going to have to be keying on this week to stop. You guys have had quarterbacks run a lot against you. You've had misdirection plays go a lot against you. What's important this week?
Like every week, to stop the run. I think if you can, take that out of their game, obviously it's tough. They have a quarterback that runs the ball, so it's going to be a lot of, you got to play 9-man fronts and stuff like that. So, just to be able to contain him and try, force them to be one-dimensional and, stop the run.
I saw your mom has a cutout, right? A cardboard cutout. That's pretty cool. Do you know where it is in the stadium?
I don't know where it is, and I believe she has two. One through the team with the Campbell's sponsorship and everything. I got to do that last week, and then I know my whole family is in another section. So I know they're all there. So my mom's there twice. So technically, she's there more than she ever could be. So it's kind of nice.
Big audience. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll go John and then Mike.
Hey, Alex. Kind of follow up on Kyler. You guys have faced a lot of dual threat quarterbacks this year. Obviously everybody's a little bit different. When you look at him on film, what kind of makes him stand out?
His athleticism. I know you. I mean, you would just say that about any of them individually. But I think it's a different athleticism. It's kind of he's a baseball guy, so it kind of almost looks like a shortstop back there. He kind of runs. He runs everything. It's more of a, like, I don't know if that makes sense, like a shortstop. He's kind of like that elusiveness. It's different than, a Lamar Jackson or a Daniel Jones, with the speed and everything. I think it's just a different way that he moves, but also, just a very athletic quarterback that can also throw the ball very well.
Go ahead, Mike, and then Daniel.
Practice squad to get moved into the defense, to Campbell's commercials. What's the deal? Like what's the story with this Campbell's commercial?
I just know that the last week they did people that the heroes in your life, and so I got to pick my mom. I know Brandon Graham did his kids and his wife, and they asked a few weeks ago, and it was awesome to be able to pick my mom and be able to have her get a cardboard cutout and to be part of that, because I know my sister gets a lot of love, but to be able to do that for my mom was also pretty special.
Was it did it have to do with Christmas, or it was just something they were?
I think it was a way of Campbell's to be able to do just their sponsorship with the team, and to be able to get so kind of just I think it was 9 or 10 players, just kind of their heroes, for who inspires them throughout the season.
Go ahead, Daniel, then Tim.
Hey, Alex. We've talked to you a lot about Kyler Murray, but with the rest of the run game with Kenyon Drake, Chase Edmonds, what have you seen out of those guys on film? And, how does their, kind of interplay with Murray? How difficult is that to diagnose?
Yeah, I mean, I see it as a three-headed monster really coming at you. They're all really good runners. Like I said, it's not just going to be Kyler Murray, and they're gonna come downhill. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to make plays, I think, and they're both good at also being receivers out of the backfield. So they're they have a lot of options back there, and it's going to be fun and exciting to play against on Sunday.
Go ahead, Tim.
Alex, your high level of play has come as a surprise to a lot of people. I'm wondering if in any way it has been a surprise to you, given sort of the circuitous route that you took to get here.
No. To me, I just every week I feel like I'm playing a little bit faster, understanding a little bit more. But no, to go out there and be able to do my job, I think that's when. The second I've signed with any team, I've prepared like a starter. And even all last year, I never even got to start. So I took every single one of those reps mentally, during the season for, the opportunity this year that I got to be able to step in and be able to do that. And that's why I think, for me, it's not a surprise, maybe for others, and hopefully more continue to feel that way.
Jordan, you got to block for Jalen Hurts when you guys were on the scout team earlier on the year. Has that helped you guys at all? And if so, how? Now that you guys are both starting?
Just the chemistry wise, I think he's always brought that flair and the confidence. It just exudes from him. So, he brings it anytime he has a rep. Even if it's on scout team and if it's with the ones, he's always bringing that confidence with him. So, it's definitely helped build chemistry with through the team, and credit to him.
Go ahead, EJ, and then John McMullen.
Hey, Jordan, kind of piggybacking off of that, Doug said earlier that Jalen seemed to be developing a rapport with the offensive line, especially this week. I'm wondering if you noticed that, and if so, what's the difference?
Just making it clear to us in protection what he's going to do, and just being more communicative so that we understand the protection better and where he's going to set up.
Go ahead, John, and then Les.
Hey, Jordan. Cardinals, they have kind of this weird defense pass rushing package at times where they put all linebackers out there. How much have you guys focused on that, and how much different is that from a normal week?
Looking at the film, very exotic look. Noticed that they play this a lot with the with the dual threat quarterback. So we're probably going to expect that this week. So we've definitely taken a good look at that defense. Then again, we just focus on our job, making the right calls, making sure that we know where the point is and go off that. So doing your job is going to be key this week.
We'll go Les and then Zach.
Hey, Jordan. I assume you work some against Josh Sweat in practice, maybe more when you were on the right side than now. But what do you have to watch out for when you're blocking against him? And I guess he kind of came in about when you did. What do you make of his progress to this point?
We came in the same year, Sweaty J, and I think from day one, he's always been very hard to block. He's a freak, just very athletic, very unorthodox movements that suit his, style. Just the way he moves is very fluid, and that's just the type of player he is. It's very dangerous. It's kind of like you have to anticipate where he's going to go just because of the way he rushes. But I guess how I nail it down when it comes to blocking Sweat, just worry about my job, and if I get to my spot, then I know that I can assess what he does and kind of slow down the game for me a bit.
It looks like with those long arms, he can kind of keep you from getting into his body, right?
Oh, yeah. Sweaty J has some long arms, and it shows. It shows.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Tim.
Hey, Jordan. A big talking point among us in the media is that you guys have had now 13 different starting offensive line combinations in 14 games. I'm curious if among players, from Jeff Stoutland in the meeting room, is that ever discussed? Just just the rotating offensive line you guys have had?
never discussed. It's the same message from the last 3 years that I've been here. It's always been the next man up. And that's what I appreciate about this organization. It gives people to have an opportunity. And we don't really discuss like, it's our 13th, and next week's going to change. We don't really do that. We always know that if we prepare the way we want to play, then, if you get caught up, then we're going to rely on you. So it's never discussed. We just rely on that next man mentality and to just perform and make sure that they know and understand the game plan. And whenever we can help, we'll help. Oh.
All right, we'll go Tim.
Hey, Jordan, the impact that Stout has had on your career is pretty well documented, but I wanted to ask you about Doug and your experiences with him, what he's meant to you, and if there's any stories that stand out from your time together that helps explain it.
Doug, man, he's funny. He's a real funny coach from the day I got here. I think just he likes to throw a lot of banter my way every day. Just a lot of Aussie banter, and I really appreciate it because I miss home. So, he's done a lot of work with me in regards to like just throwing random questions out there when I pass by him and just making sure they understand the game plan. Even just past week, he's telling me on those zone reads, to make sure that I'm going, just coaching me up on the little things, making sure that I'm going to the inside bicep of the player that I'm going to on the second level. So, I appreciate Doug's, effort and just his coaching ability to always challenge me every day.
All right, I see one more hand raised, so we'll end it here with EJ.
Hey, Jordan, another Jalen question for you. Miles said yesterday that he sort of stuttered through a play call in the first quarter of the game against the Saints. I'm wondering if you remember that, and if so, what you remember about it.
He stuttered?
That's what Miles said. He kind of struggled to get it out.
I don't know what play that was. I don't. Sorry. Can't help you there, EJ. My bad.
It's all good.
Bo, I saw your hand pop up as I was announcing last question. Schultz, sneak in here.
Jordan, who's got the best Australian accent on the team? Who's not Australian?
Oh God, some pretty shocking ones, but who does it all the time? See, now that you called me out on it, I've gone blank. But you get a couple guys that do the "G'day, mate." Even Jordan Howard. I mean, Jordan Howard from last year, he'd always throw in that Aussie banter, but he does it from time to time. You also got Lane Johnson. How could I forget? Lane Johnson's got a cracker Australian accent. He's always mocking me, actually. So I kind of miss him. He hasn't been in for a while, so I kind of miss him.